Okay, this video is a quick recap of how we're going to write linear equations if we're given 2 points. So remember, so far we have two forms for linear equations, and we're going to learn about a third. The forms that we have are slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And then we have point-slope form, which is the one that says y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So remember, in this point-slope form, we are given a point and a slope. So remember, the point is usually like an xy, and the slope is my m. All right, and then we also have standard form, which is ax plus by equals c. Now, a lot of times, the place that we're going to start is going to be this point-slope form. So that's why we're revisiting that in this video, is how we use point-slope form. So notice this example that I've given you down here at the bottom starts with 2 points. So I have a point, I actually have 2 points, but I don't have a slope. But we do know a point slope, or a slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is pause the video real quick and find the slope between these two. All right, so what you should have done is we're going to take the second y, which is negative 8, and subtract the first y, which is 6. And then we'll take the second x, which is 2, and subtract the first x, which is negative 4. All right, this is going to give me negative 14 over, remember when I have this minus negative right here, this is going to become a plus sign. So negative 14 over 6, and that simplifies to give me negative 7 over 3. All right, so now I have, this is my slope. And remember, I have a point up here. And again, I actually have 2 points. So what I get to do if I want to write this equation is I get to choose whichever one of those points that I want to. So I'm going to zoom out and show you. If I zoom out, I have 2 options. Let's say I want to choose the point, sorry about that. Let's say I want to choose the point negative 4, 6. If I want to write the equation with that one, it's going to be y opposite equals slope, negative 7/3, times the point, x opposite, so x plus 4. Why is this mark with this pen skipping? Okay, all right, so there's one of my equations. And you may say, well, I didn't want to choose that point. I chose the other point. So we could also write this equation using the other point. All right, that was give me y opposite equals slope, so negative 7/3, and then opposite to, what am I doing? Sorry, x minus 2. All right, both of these equations are the same. They will give me the same line. Okay, so I just want to take a second to prove to you that this is, in fact, the same equation, that it will give me the same line. So if I plot the point negative 4, 6 on my graph, and I count a slope of negative 7 over 3, that means I'm going to go down 7 and over 3. All right, which is going to put me right here at negative 1, 1. And I can do that again, down 7 over 3. Oh, counted too far, over 3. That's going to put me right there. So I've got this line that looks like this. And then if I plot the line in green, I would start at 2, negative 8, which is this same point, and go down 7 over 3, or up 7 backwards 3. It is the exact same line. So even though these equations look different, they are the same line. Remember that we can then use these, we can change these to slope-intercept form or standard form, but right now this was just a recap of how to find an equation given 2 points.